on, Kel.
I have to stay.
I love you.
Hi.
No.
Oh, I do. I actually asked for your email address so I could file a complaint. I'm pretty upset about what's going on.
Okay, what's going on?
Is that fence 8 feet? There's a fire hazard there that they've tied into as a post, and I filed complaints with the township, but I haven't seen anybody. Could you identify these two officers, or who are they?
Yeah, just keeping the peace to keep me safe. Yeah.
So who are they? Could you provide their names? They're on my property.
They're just sitting back if they.
So who are they?
Hi, I'm just here to deal with safe.
Could you tell me who's on my property? Please. I feel I have the right to know who's here. I'm tired of people saying I need to have.
From the OPP, yeah.
They're who?
Two detectives from the OPP.
Okay.
The peace for me, like. So
Would you mind if I go grab their names? I'll be right back.
Okay.
Hey guys, can I get your names and badge numbers?
Yeah, I'm Tyler Tavares. I'm with the Front Ranch.
I know who you are.
Yeah.
You're the guy who violated my rights up and down.
Okay. I'm just gonna let you know you're obviously recording me, so I have my audio recorder on, Jonathan. The only reason why I'm here with Bylaw. I was gonna let Bylaw speak to you first if you want, or I can speak to you as well, because I just wanted to talk to you about Sally, your neighbor, Van Dyke.
Yeah?
And she had made a few complaints regarding you. And
She's been making complaints since 2011 that are completely false.
okay, all I want to let you know is that you're on conditions right now. You're on an undertaking, right? Which I have here that you've already been.
I do not speak to them. I do not talk to them. I do not look at
And
them.
that's all I wanted to remind you of, is that you're on those conditions.
When did I violate those conditions?
I didn't say you violated them.
Why is she complaining then?
Because you've done a few things that's bothered her. She's trying
What's
to sell her
that?
home.
Can you please tell me what I've done?
Yeah, so she's been trying to sell her home for the last year.
Yeah?
Right? And she's having trouble because...
Last year. It's been up for like
You're
3 years.
You're asking me, so I'm going to let you know. Okay, so then every time somebody goes to buy the home or to look at it, you're playing your music loud. You come out every single
No.
time.
We don't have, we have
That's what
21.
she's told me, so I'm just letting you
And
know.
I've said, press charges against her. We're not yelling. There's a water thing over. She wasn't even here. How could she know?
Okay.
Right? She's just making stuff up.
Okay. And she has told me that you've now put new cameras up as well, and one's pointing into her property.
No, it's not.
Okay, so do you know which one that would be that should be...
I have no idea because there's only 2 out back.
Okay, so you're not pointing any cameras?
No, there's 2 out back to protect us from the paddleboard posse
Okay.
from making more false statements. We came by his house.
Okay.
We saw him having a smoke and we were intimidated. That is not, this is ridiculous. These people, I want charges against her and I want charges against them for their fence and for continuing to harass us.
I won't be doing that today. I just came out to talk to you with Bylaw on the matter that Sally had brought forward to my attention.
I've been emailing the township about bylaws and I've gotten the same results. They don't do anything because I'm not
And
sure why.
If you do want to pursue charges or you want to file a report, you can do that. You just call our office.
I've done that. I've asked for the name of a detective who's actually going to review the information
Yeah.
and verify it and press charges.
Okay.
Right? Like this
I
incident.
can tell you that the incident that I've already investigated, because I'm...
Which one's this?
The one where you were charged, that I'm involved with that, so I won't be the one looking at whatever allegations you want to make, but somebody will. So if you do...
But you're still here today again,
I
right?
am here today, yeah, with Bylaw.
On behalf of Sally Van Dyke,
That's right, that's right.
who's been filling me for Invista and sending them to them
Okay, that's
on my own property. That's not, it's right in her statement.
Well,
Where's the
we've been
22
over it,
caliber
yeah.
pistol, her father? I told you guys about that in 2014.
So John, we've been over all that stuff.
But I have never got an answer.
That's fine.
Well, it's not to us.
Okay, I'm done speaking to you. I just wanted to tell you about that. If you want to speak to Bylaw, there is some information that she wants to share with you, and then we'll be gone. That's all I wanted to do today. So I'm not going to speak with anyone.
Well, you realize I consider this harassment again, right? Because Sally Van Dyke's made up a story, and I heard the people I talked to, one group I talked to, out of all the groups that have seen it, put in an offer. She just didn't accept it.
Okay. And that's fine.
That's not my fault.
So if you want to speak to Bylaw,
Can I help you, sir?
No, I'm just going to talk to you.
if you want to speak to Bylaw,
And again, this makes me look like I'm some sort of a psycho,
No,
when I'm not.
I just wanna-
All of these people keep coming with the OPP to make it look like, oh, we had to bring the OPP. No, they didn't. That's a waste of township dollars, right?
Well, it's not that they wanted to bring the OPP. I had contacted Bylaw and asked that I would come with them as well.
Can I get your name, sir, before you get back?
It's Brent Pello, badge number 9302.
Thank you very much, sir.
And so I'll have you talk to Leanne there, and then we'll be out of your guys' way, and that'll be it for today, John. So I'll let you go.
You know you agreed not to come back here or harass me anymore, right?
I never made such an agreement, and I'm not harassing
You told me not to email you, not to phone you, and you back here again.
Okay, all right. So I'll have you speak to Leanne, and I'll be leaving.
Are you gonna investigate her making false charges?
Sorry? No, I already told you, John. If you want to put a complaint in, you need to call our office.
But they tell me they won't accept it because Sally said I have a mental health problem.
I'm telling you that if you call into our office...
All right, then we will be doing that. We want charges against them. Hey, how are you today?
Good. I'll give you my card there.
Okay,
Yeah.
can we get a comment of whether you've been informed of this? Let's just go take a look again, okay? This fence is not 8 feet high.
Sorry?
This fence is not 8 feet tall, right? It's well over the height limits. And that shed is a fire hazard to our home, and I've been asking to have it removed since 2014. Meetings with the township, meetings with, I guess they're satisfied I'm not going to hurt you. Please don't waste township dollars on the OPP again. I'm not going to hurt you. I know, yeah, I have an opinion.
Yeah, well, not,
But I mean, I'm not going to hurt you. That's
Yeah.
ridiculous. I've
Yeah.
never been in a fight, never hurt anyone. I want that thing out of there before my house burns down or it falls down onto my property.
Okay.
Right? I want this fence brought down to 8 feet, like I've asked. They dug up their
Who
septic
have you
tank.
talked to about the fence?
I've got emails. They also dug up their septic tank, replaced the sand without a permit.
Okay.
Then they dug it up again, took the sand out and put gravel in.
Okay. How do you, can I get your, I have your number from a long time ago. Can I get your number again? That way I can give you a call.
613
Okay.
893
893
6556.
6556. Yes, they said it's
Like
been a long
I
time
did
since I've
call
been
and I
here.
said I wanted to file
Okay.
a complaint against you because
Against me?
yeah, you keep
did I do?
you're not doing anything about this, right? And we keep getting harassed about everything.
Okay. Yeah, I was here, yeah, as far as safe property and the fence. The fence, the sign. What's happening with the sign? I think the roads guys are gonna have to come look at it. But, depending on the
That won't affect snow plowing.
Yeah, no, yeah, under the roads, there's certain signs.
So what you're saying is I
requirements, yeah.
can't publicly protest
know, yeah.
the conduct of those. Obviously,
It
we're
might
not.
have to be moved back off the.
I'll
yeah,
put it behind the fence.
Don't do anything with it right now.
I don't
have
think
to
it's
talk to
going to
the
be an
roads
issue.
department, yeah.
But if it is, we'll
Yeah.
move it out. We're
Okay.
also going to be putting up other signs
Okay.
to
What I'm gonna
publicly
do
protest
is
this.
this is just the safe property bylaw. I wanted you to have that, and then that's just sort of this may be off a little bit, but it's like 10 meters. Like that's why I was like we're talking about like the road allowance. This is obviously off, but this should all be shifted this way. But 10 meters from the center line is it's not a survey, but it kind of gives you an idea.
I
of
have
your
a survey.
property. Oh, fantastic. Okay, so you are.
So what are you asking me to do about that? Are you complaining about my fence?
Well, I'm not complaining about your fence. No, I'm the sign. We've got to complain about the sign. So I'm just going to measure it and try to figure out how far from the road it is, and then report back to the roads department, and then we'll have more information.
Because it's behind the ditch, right?
Yeah, but there's also like sometimes you have to have a permit for signs, like depending on what kind of sign. Da 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 da. There's
This is
temporary,
just
there's
one
real
Canadian
estate.
citizen publicly protesting the corruption of the OPP on behalf of their personal friends. Look at they've just redone that. They've redone the decks. They've torn that down. Look at that
Okay.
up there.
Do you mind-
That's
I'm gonna
not
get some
legal.
pictures. Okay.
Yeah. They do it all on weekends. It all comes in on Friday and it's done on Monday. And I can't get anybody to look at it. Right? They just redid that. Can you see why she might not sell the house given the condition of it? Right? She's had offers. She just thinks she's going to get $1 million for it. It's not my fault she has a mental health problem. She should have sold the house if she wanted to.
Okay.
The only people I talked to put in an offer
Okay.
because they liked us,
Okay.
right? So you want to do some measuring?
Yeah, we can go around this way. Yeah.
No, I'll let you do that. It's cold.
No,
out.
I meant me. Yeah. Sorry. I kind of say we in the past tense. Yeah.
Do you want me to move it? I can move it back.
And like I said, there's safe property. Like I said, I gotta get pictures of the photos. Do you have any garbage or any debris or anything hazardous. I'm not seeing anything out here. Is there anything along here?
Nope. And we'd like to put our fence in here, but they keep destroying it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything.
There's nothing going to cause a
Okay.
fire here.
Okay. Okay.
So I was talking to the building department, especially about my well's right there in the garage.
Okay, yeah, because the building department deals with septic, the building department deals
Yeah.
with buildings and whatnot. So who
And
have you talked to in the building department?
Someone, I don't know, we went to the building department. He said, I'll look into it. But
Okay.
nothing has happened, and that's been months and months,
Okay.
right? They're burning plastic and garbage. And like, how many times have I called
Okay.
the bylaw office?
Have you called the fire department when they're burning? Like to have them check it out? Or?
They're friends with them too. So what's going to happen? I don't want to piss off the fire department. We need them,
Yeah.
right?
Okay, I'm just gonna.
So go ahead and measure. If you need me to move it back, we can move it back because we
Okay.
will be compliant.
Okay.